What the fuck does that mean?
No,
Farming
fuck
leather.
you.
Wait for LSF
Yeah.
full Pura players.
Really,
My brother
like,
helps
he
me
was
out
like,
while being stuck in the
Fucking
washing.
got him, dude. Wait, what? There it is. Well, there it is.
Easy Izzy. Best covenant. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Bearer seeks last.
Yeah.
Bearer seeks last. Using life gems in tutorial. Zweihander. She is hot though.
That gem
Story
is
of
best.
my life feels bad, man. Yeah, I can assume that. Master Matoya. What a fucking freak.
What is Masterman?
That was just...
Matoya? Wow. I don't know about that, man.
Shlot is a mentor in Final Fantasy. You meet her in the Heavensward expansion. She's an old lady.
There you go. Nah,
I honestly think...
this is an unban. 100% this is an unban.
I think this is an unban. I think it's an unban. Even though he said fuck you in the unban,
It makes it funnier.
he's playing a little bit hard to get.
A bit hard to get, true. True.
That's okay. He's a Final Fantasy Andy? Yes. Unban. I will never play it again. Been a long time viewer. I get the whole frustrated at players making the game harder. I was just stating that you are making the fight artificially harder by your kill order choice on Blood Council. You could tell other people in the raid wanted to do the order differently and were just being ignored. Don't worry about the unban, but dude, need to chill. Yeah, doing Stavros last is just making it harder on yourself. I get that, but you also kept trying to force a bad rotation against the experience of other raiders telling you the rotation of kills.
It's like an uninteresting unban. The not funny unban.
I'm trying to remember everything that happened that day. This was in Castle Nathria. He's talking about the Blood Council.
I guess, yeah, it
the
depends
dance.
on... I guess it
And
depends on
Stavros,
who's actually
I
right
decided
on
not to kill
proper
him
kill order.
last. The reason for that was because... Why did I not do that? I'm trying to remember. Face it, he's right. I don't remember. I do not fucking remember. To be fair, I 100% was mad. I 100% banned this dude because I was mad. Absolutely. You got banned because I was pissed off. A lot of people got banned on 6/24/2022. That was a bad day, apparently.
Bad day, apparently.
You're going to get unbanned. I don't know exactly what the reason was for this. I just probably saw it and got pissed off. Or maybe it was an accident. I don't remember. You're getting unbanned. He owes me money. Sorry if it wasn't abortion I was talking about. It removes the logic of people who had the privilege to tell you things and is hazardous when random comments are made from some sort of score. You
What?
are a man dependent on nonsense. Being on time. Stop pushing the logic. I have never been using those words that are hateful and that are against civil liberties. Don't read your friends' minds. Sociopathic thank yous mean nothing, but call as many of your dads as you're possible. Don't
Bro,
say disturbing
what is this guy
message
trying to
before
get
you are
across?
half
What
asleep,
ideas
Zach.
is
You
this
are
guy really
touching
trying to get
grass.
across?
Doesn't do that. TBC launch is the only thing.
Well, the
that
crazy thing-
is mod.
The crazy thing,
What? Imagine-
easiest way to know that I will never trust somebody is if they use, because that's not like a call center name. That's not like two random names. I feel like that there's a good chance that that man's name is actually Andrew Miller.
yourself
I don't
floating
fucking
above
trust
the
anybody who's
fourth-dimensional
gonna,
blueprint,
like
a graphics engine designer's program, looking at a character models and living in time after that where people don't remember a lot. Bro, I've had like astral projection trips and stuff to keep my wife sane. Can you pay? I bought it on food stamps, but my Publix, this guy's from Florida.
Oh, this guy might just be
needed to know
schizophrenic.
where it shipped, and I asked for it. Cheerwine Day, guys. I can handle the runoff if you guys are gonna post a Dan's game. Just a minute.
Bro, chat logs 99
We're
plus.
gonna see a little bit more of this.
This guy, this is schizophrenic posting. Like, okay, I have cancer.
Why are you messing around so much?
How dare you?
Zach is my only friend for a while. Why would he need to quit?
Fuck,
Thanks for the help,
dude.
Zach can block people to let me try to help. Hey, I'm gonna watch Dr. K interview tomorrow with my mom. Going to ride Spook Hill soon if you want to tag along. What the fuck does that mean? Zach, why Asmongold so ignorant? Can't say that on the site, boss. I got my medicine today. Shot in my arm. The nurse practitioner regarded that there are ghosts today, and I'm more free now.
I mean, like, yeah, that guy. This is pay him back. True, pay him back. Fuck, man.
I think we're gonna unban him. I think
I mean,
this guy is absolutely off his fucking rocker.
yeah.
This is a person who needs to be medicated on a regular basis.
100%.
We're gonna let him cook. Probably cook more meth.
Gonna let him cook.
We're gonna unban him. Keep cooking.
Keep cooking.
You're doing great. Everything you think is true is actually true. You were right about all of it. Don't let the nurses stop you from becoming a god. Welcome back.
Andrew Miller, the type of account to unironically, after 2 years of being banned, just
Everyone
still be in
else
chat and be
involved.
like, thank you.
Interesting reason
Just
why
be
to
like,
ban someone
thank
after
you.
come up
TY.
with some excuses to help yourself cope as to why you died to a boss when you clearly weren't paying attention. Become an embryo. I know it's a sensitive topic that requires nuance. Sorry if I offended you.
Whatever.
Equal opportunity is an ideal worth working towards as a society. Equal outcome is a utopian pipe dream. Fucking based. You're getting unbanned.
There's no way.
Absolutely fucking based.
Wait,
100%.
in what game? Or
I wasn't defending anti-black
Or like an
opinions.
actual-
I was just providing a counter-argument to the statement that is it okay to voice anti-gay opinions.
clip it? Do you have a clip?
I see how what I
I'll
said
watch it.
could have implied that I was racist.
I need a new video. I need a new video. Holy, what the fuck, man? 10,000 banned. Actually, trading card game. What's the P stand for? Japan's new ban is crazy.
Would you like to have healthier gums and cleaner teeth? Waterpick Cordless Advanced transforms the power
Battle
of
cards.
water with precision.
Japan's no dancing sign is crazy. What?
Actually, honestly, everyone who goes to make a scene in Japan it's really cool. It's really cool, actually.
Continue to plague Japan as
all of
somehow
these
the most
people-
content creators continue to plague Japan as somehow the most interesting thing they can do for social media is make
That guy just gets up and
Yeah,
walks
he's
away.
like, yeah, nah, I'm
Look.
straight, dude.
plague Japan as somehow the most interesting thing they can do for social media is making the Japanese uncomfortable. So much that there's now posters.
No way.
That's a fucking wild
No.
sign, dude.
No shot this is real.
pictures specifically stating Japan
Nah,
is
dude.
not a theme park.
Oh my
That's-
god.
Somebody. So
Prison Time in Korea? Yes, I did. I did.
How social media sites turn a blind eye. to monetize
I also saw, I'm not sure if it was like just edits or like he actually posted something similar, but I also saw the Twitter post where it's like the anime girl crunching the lollipop and like, yeah, you'll never get me. You'll never get me. Some John McAfee
Why
shit.
This is becoming such an issue that Japan had to make signs reminding people to have common decency.
There's no way that
as
sign's
the
real, though,
man
right?
ran that TikTok had
Actually, I
videos
mean, maybe
on YouTube
Japan probably
which
just doesn't
sounds
give a
super
fuck.
reasonable. So it's confusing how he could be so short-sighted with his Japan antics, as his group of tourists went to Japan to basically use their country as a background for their mediocre dance moves.
Bro, he about to kick the baby.
I mean, the guy on the left was kind of like,
dance moves.
Bro, he about to kick the baby.
As his group of
this guy right here. This guy,
went to Japan to basically use their
I mean,
country as a background
that's fucking
for their
sick,
mediocre
dude.
dance moves.
Bro, he about to
these
kick
guys
the
are
baby.
100% retarded. This guy,
What the hell are you doing?
this dude fucks.
What are you doing? What is going on?
Now, I do understand that there is an entire genre of dancing in public that thrives on social media, where they can get millions of views for doing so. And I'm obviously not doing videos
Yeah.
criticizing those girls, not because of double standards, but because while
'Cause
on
they're
the
hot.
surface they're all dancing in public to feature real-time
True.
reactions to their performances, it's just that these girls did it to feature the dances, while those TikTok tourists seem to feature the discomfort. As look at his view
That's a
count.
good point. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like the focus isn't the dance; it's the discord that it creates. He right.
When he's dancing in New York City or bothering people in their subways. It's not
Oh.
notable, so nobody cares to watch, which are terrible
Oh.
view counts for someone with nearly 2 million followers.
What are you
but then he
doing?
can get millions of views through nuisance content, as obviously everybody
That's a
is
good
uncomfortable
term for it.
with.
Nuisance
So he
content.
records, saves,
Jesus
What are you
Christ,
doing,
man.
Like, look at
Both these
you.
guys are just like, for real, man.
Bro.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Yep.
Stare.
Yep. Man, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying.
and uploads this specific take to get the viewer engaged enough to watch the remaining 15 seconds of dancing. And his audience calls him out, saying this isn't New York City.
Please don't bring. What does it say? Please don't bring this energy to Tokyo. I enjoy the peace and quiet. It's not New York.
Begging him to
Bro,
just leave
leave
these
them
people
alone.
alone.
That guy
hanging
had
out
Peanuts
because
Collector
you can
in his
doesn't mean
name,
you should.
his
And that
YouTube
wasn't
name.
the only video
And he has
featuring
Snoopy as a
his team
profile
forcing
picture.
random Japanese people to be in their
Look
TikTok.
at what he's doing. He's leaning down where these girls are wearing skirts. Like this is.
Yeah, that's weird.
Don't you understand how this would make somebody uncomfortable? Like, I mean, I feel like you're not supposed to do. Well, think about
Yeah.
that. That's weird.
Straight to jail. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, what are you doing?
TikToks, where it seems like cruelty
And like, by
is
the way, I don't think he's doing that on purpose to be a creep, but you know, like somebody randomly does that, and it's gonna weird you out.
the content. And somehow TikTok looks the other way, labeling it as performed or supervised by professionals. Do not attempt. Just because
Yeah,
you
they're professionals that work in an office building, and they have to supervise this while they're on their way to work.
Professional fucking
They're
moron,
not
dude.
wrong.
slap your Cash App in your profile doesn't mean you're a professional. And judging
Yeah.
by their mediocre moves, even by TikTok standards, I don't think these are professional dancers. They're just
Professional
bullies,
retards.
as these grown men only seem to want to bother the students, as this dude seems to be keeping a careful eye on them while grabbing his girl, and they never seem to bother anybody like that. Not to mention all the girls
Yeah.
as their signature move is
I don't know. I'm for it as long as so I'm for it because like if I think that our chances go up of us living in a like I feel like we're in an uncomfortable in between right now of like actual like the vast majority of people are actively trying to be productive like in society and like the super dystopian like everybody like 90% of people are unemployed like Idiocracy, but with virtual reality. And honestly, at this point, I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like, we need to just take the plunge and like let like more people just be retarded, and then it's just going to be socially acceptable to just do fucking nothing and just like be connected to a computer like 24/7.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's like I don't think he's doing. Like I'm not like I think saying he's doing it on purpose is like that's a lot to say, right? But you should know and have the self-awareness to know how your behavior will cause other people to feel.
yeah, these people just need to
Wasn't the
be.
intention, but intention and interpretation can be
There should be-
completely different, especially
totally
when you're
right.
a foreigner that doesn't even speak the language.
Yeah.
As all these poor girls see are these very large men sliding towards them, not only disrespecting their cultural norms,
What is this
but their
guy's,
personal boundaries
accent?
as well. So she doesn't
It's
know what
creepy
he,
and weird.
I don't
bro.
recognize it.
Because like you look at it from her perspective, like she's gonna feel.
Or
like
is it
there's
just
some
like
weird
his-
shit going on?
His announcer voice or his
might do next, as you don't need to speak
Audiobook
Japanese
voice.
to know this means leave me alone. And I
is
just
that
can't imagine
yeah
how
New York?
Look at this,
It's
bro.
just
Like,
like different
what are you
different
doing?
parts of the speech are like
See,
different
this
parts
is
of
the
the words are
problem I think a lot of
enunciated
people have.
from
Like, I've really
what I'm used
noticed
to
this
hearing.
a lot is that I don't know if it is that
a
people
dope
don't
shirt, though.
understand.
Wish I had some of
consent.
my
I think that they are
like baseball shirts.
self-indulgent and selfish, and they think that their enjoyment is more important than a person's consent.
I think looking at
I
it,
think-
I think being as generous as possible to these people. I think a lot of these people just can't grasp why other people are like that put off. If you were being as generous as possible, you could say this guy very well might, if roles were reversed, he might be like, like I would be fine, or I would even interact, and maybe that when you're that much of an extrovert, like you really can't understand because you've never felt like this annoyed, and uncomfortable, like.
I think it's
Maybe.
not that they don't. I think that most people can figure it out. It's so weird, so weird.
Somebody that's trying to build their brand online, recording this, uploading it, and not
It's
understanding
got 121.
Don't get me wrong. I think they should just
that this
be
is
able to
going
just
forever
fucking
ensure
deport
you
people.
will
I can
never
say,
land any-
actually, I can say this because I'm an American. Like, no good statements are ever made after somebody says that, but I'm gonna say, like, Americans are by far, well, maybe not, but I feel like when we go places, like, I would be totally understand, like, even if we don't have the same rule, but like other countries should just be able to deport, like, just tell American tourists to like fuck off if they don't want them there. Like, I feel bad for a lot of the other countries. I'm just like, because it's like you don't see. I mean, maybe it's not a big deal in America because it just doesn't happen. But like, you don't see other countries coming here and just being like, because I would be just as fucking annoyed if it was like somebody from another country, like, and I had to like deal with that, especially in a place that it's a lot more public transit. Like, a lot of, I guess New York, yeah, New York has a lot of
the video of them bothering
public
people
transit.
in the Japanese subway got
Yeah.
millions of views. So they immediately returned to it, and keep in mind there was other subway footage that has since been removed. And
Big
what's
surprise.
worse is other
Cancer, dude.
This is,
clout-chasing
our,
idiots.
this is our favorite one.
This is the guy, right? This is the guy that
International Pinata.
They copycatted those actions in other Asian countries.
is it this guy that
Like,
they got
look at these
locked up
people,
or
bro,
whatever?
Like,
Or am I just being racist because I think he looks alike?
people
Yeah.
are trying desperately not to look at him.
Yeah,
And
dude.
this is actually a really good strategy. Like, anytime that there's a crazy person, you can never, ever make eye contact with them because
Yeah,
that
no eye
aggroes
contact.
them.
Yep, 100%.
Like, if there's a like, you ever been somewhere and somebody's talking in a really loud voice because they're just fucking nuts? Never
Yes.
look at them. Because if you look at them, that is now you are engaging.
You are a part of that. You're no
Yeah,
longer
do
a piece
not
of the
look at
scenery. You are an active
Hopefully they'll
participant
go
in
away.
whatever the fuck they're doing.
Right after. This just sets the terrible precedence of tourists treating high-trust societies like Korea or Japan as a playground and the only way they can finally get...
I don't know why people.
What do you call 'em,
in America
high
have this
trust?
tolerance for this kind of behavior, and that they don't want a high trust society. Because in my opinion, I think that if
Asmongold's
people are
familiar with the term?
behaving
I'm
in
not
a
familiar with the term.
hostile,
High trust?
unpleasant, abusive, rude way, I think they should get in trouble for that. You're causing a public nuisance. Like the world is not your padded room to bounce around in. I feel the same
True.
way about like people stealing things or anything else. Like you just don't let this happen. Like there's no reason to let it happen. Why let it happen?
people to pay attention to them, further deepening Japanese people's prejudices against us.
Yeah.
As Japan straight up has a MAGA movement now, where I don't know if they just like the concepts of borders, conservatism overall, or maybe just the memes.
It's probably just
Probably just the memes, yeah. Right?
It's probably just funny. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot to it.
Wait, what? But why are they?
Trump
Posters
train,
saying
yeah.
no circus performances here in both Japanese and English, saying Japan is not a theme park, crossing out a guy with a very specific haircut.
Yeah.
That's yeah,
That's a very
fucked up.
specific. That is a very specific.
You guys
haircut.
gotta understand that like a lot of other countries don't have the view on race that we do.
Yeah.
Known to the Japanese, also posting a sign that definitely couldn't be made in America, illustrating three individuals bothering an otherwise peaceful subway car. That roughly
Nah,
translates
dude.
to, have manners, be aware of your surroundings, and care about the people around you.
Yep.
Those are
Specifically,
But be quiet in the car. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I don't know why people put up with people like this in the U.S. It's so annoying.
quiet in the car.
The blurred out characters are monkeys?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's fucking wild.
Right. Right.
Jesus Christ.
People would be offended by their particular choices in animals, but I really wonder if whoever made this poster did it specifically to drive a point home, as anybody posting this in a Western country would immediately be fired. But although docile in public, Asian countries don't quite have the same chill as we do here. And
They
judging
don't care about the race issues because they're not part of it. Like, the reason why people are worried about it now is because of the context of, like, slavery, Jim Crow, and, like, segregation. That's the reason why people are, like, hesitant to, like, do this. It's because of the history. Like, they don't have that same kind of history that we do.
how that poster was mainly written in Japanese, it makes me think they were exclusively communicating the message through the illustrations. As we have seen similar signs in New York City, showing an obvious...
Y'all ever had somebody do this? That they'll, like, walk on to, like, a public space, and they'll be listening to something really loud, and it'll always be something, like, really stupid. It'll be like a, you know, a fucking... like a seminar for like why the earth is like flat or something, or it's not flat, it's like a cube. It's so annoying. Yeah, they like, I remember
Stop being racist in chat. Who is being racist in chat? Cube earthers.
Oh god, I had an ex-girlfriend that lived in a streamer house, and she had a roommate. The roommate's name was Mitch. And Mitch would stay up all night into the morning. And at 8 in the morning, he'd be streaming, and he would be playing TTS with a boombox, walking around in this nice gated community. And I remember these people even had like
That's fucking
timestamps
hilarious.
of the times that he did it when they were going to evict them from the house. And they all got evicted because of, like, not just that, it was like 10 other things too. But it was crazy.
Asian woman bothering what looks to be a Middle Eastern man, which is an interesting choice of representation, as I haven't been there in a while, but I don't recall there being an abundance of rambunctious Asian girls on the subway, so
True.
much that would warrant printing out and posting a sign.
Hey bro,
I'll run no damn challenge here. Look at that. Time for the birthday. 3 times for the birthday.
Jesus
So maybe things have
Christ,
changed. The
man.
point being, it's not a race thing, it's a culture thing. And for a lot of those Japanese kids being
Just don't act like a fucking idiot. Like it's not. This doesn't have to do with a race. It's not. You're not being discriminated against. Stop being a fucking idiot. Just stop it. It's so easy. It's so simple. Stop it.
other than those TikToks,
Yep.
they might have encountered 100 Americans that look just like that dancer, but they're probably only going to remember the one that slid towards their skirt, especially if he goes viral on social